if you have these credit cards that I'm about to talk about right now, you should strongly consider closing them. Okay. And I'm going to explain why with each of these credit cards. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. So, the very first credit card on our list is going to be First Premier. Okay. So, listen, if you or anyone that you know has a First Premier credit card, again, there's nothing wrong with having these credit cards in general, but these credit cards have one goal, okay? Or you should have a goal with these three credit cards. These credit cards, you want to make sure that you are keeping them no longer than 90 days. If you keep these credit cards longer than 90 days, what ends up happening is nothing with the credit card itself, but these credit cards have one job, and that one job is to help you rebuild your credit. That way you can qualify for a better credit card. Okay. With First Premier is one of the first banks that people typically are building their credit with. Okay. And so that's why it's like one of those things where it's like, okay, you know what? I really like this bank or whatever, because they approve me. But do understand you do have options. Okay. If you keep with these same type of low tier, entry level, credit building type credit cards, what's going to end up happening is you're going to be wasting money. Okay. These credit cards have annual fees, these credit cards have low limits. Many of these credit cards do not allow you to add any authorized users. So there's really no benefit to keeping it long term. Now, if you get the credit card, you already have it. Okay. So let's talk about where people are with this. Okay. If you already have these credit cards, then we're going to talk about how long you should keep them, no longer than 90 days. If you've already had them longer than 90 days, but your credit score is not above 600, then you can keep it for a little bit longer. Okay. Until we actually start replacing it. So that's what it's all about. We want to get in the habit. We want to actually start replacing these credit cards. Okay. That's what you want to do. And if you have a First Premier credit card, that's the first one that is on the list. Okay. So you want to go ahead, start the process of getting rid of this credit card. It's okay to close a credit card. Okay, guys, because we're just swapping it out. Okay, we are just swapping it out. All right, so everybody got that one? First Premier credit card. All right. Then now here's another thing. I have a free workshop that's coming up. Okay, there's a free webinar. I show you how to maximize your credit score right now, especially if you're looking to go into homeownership, lower your car payment, or just increase your credit score in general. Okay, I'm going to put a link inside of the chat. Instagram, you guys can go ahead and comment the word credits. But everybody else, what you want to do is go ahead and click the link inside of the chat or the comment section. Okay. And then for everyone else, you can click the link inside of the comment section. Okay. And then of course you have the QR code right there on your screen. All right. So now registration is closing for that very soon. So make sure you guys go ahead and get into that today. All right. Let's keep going. All right. The next one is going to be First Progress. First Progress. Okay. First Progress credit card, another credit card that they're not known for higher limits. When I say higher limits, we're talking limits like past 3,000, past 2,000. Okay, most of these credit cards are going to have you around limits around 2 to 3,000. There's nothing wrong with that per se, but there are other credit cards that will give you better limits and things of that sort. And just so we're clear, we're not doing any of this to get into credit card debt. You guys know me, of course. So I'm saying this to say there are no other benefits for these cards. There's no cash back. There's no travel rewards points. Okay. You can't add authorized users. You guys hear me? Then many of these cards have annual fees. Those are fees just to keep the card open. $59, $100 just to keep the card open. Okay. So again, if you already have this credit card, if your credit score is under 600, keep this credit card until you can replace it. Okay. You should replace any of these cards with like a Capital One Platinum at minimum. Okay. Now, if you're above 600, you're above 650, then you most definitely want to go ahead and get rid of this credit card. Okay. And that way you can swap this out. This credit card costs you money to keep it. Okay. These credit cards are costing you money just to keep them. I don't recommend you keep them. Okay. This is just my take on it. All right. Now, you could do whatever you want to do, But do understand when you're like, man, I'm not getting any credit limit increases, or man, I'm still paying an annual fee for this credit card, or man, I can't add any authorized users to help my family build credit. Exactly. That's why you want to get rid of this credit card. Okay. First Progress is the name. Okay. The next one is going to be any secured credit card that you have paid more than either $200 or more for, and you have it longer than 90 days. Now, here's the thing. I've seen people have these credit cards open, and I would say no longer than like 18 months. If you've already had it open for a long time and you're like, Calvin, I don't want to lose the age. Like, I've had this for 5 years, I've had this for 10 years, right? If you've had it like that long, you may as well keep it open, but it's this window. So I would say between like 3 to 18 months. If you've had any of these credit cards between like 3 to 18 months, just get rid of them. Okay. Now, if you want to keep them, that's up to you. But do understand the only benefit you would get is the fact that you've had that card open for quite some time, but you can always add another card. Okay. So again, you want to make sure that it's worth you keeping. Otherwise, what's going to end up happening is you're just going to be keeping that card and you're going to be paying an annual fee for no reason. Okay. But like secured credit cards, now this is any secured credit card that is not allowing you to upgrade. The purpose of a secured credit card is to go from secured to unsecured. If you've been secured for year one, year two, year three, all these years, and your money is tied up into the credit card. And if you did it the old school way, that means that you gave more than $200, $200, 300, 500, 1,000 for a credit card that you can only extract the value from if you close that credit card. You can only extract the value from it if you close that credit card. But if you don't, then now it's just a waste. Okay. So again, if you have a secured credit card with any bank and they will not upgrade that card, many of you all have old secured cards where back in the day it was more common that they would not upgrade, they wouldn't change, they wouldn't go from unsecured to secure. Now more cards are doing that. But if you're going through that, again, close that card. Okay. I can't tell you how many people I've seen with secured credit cards. They paid $200, $500, $750, and they don't even use it. You have that money tied up in the card. Okay. Close that card. It has no benefits. It has no value unless it's going to graduate from secured to unsecured. And you're like, well, I do have, some of you all may have a card that now graduates, but you haven't graduated it. Call the bank and find out why it hasn't graduated. Okay. The next card on our list, y'all know this one was going to be on the list. Y'all already knew this one was going to be on the list. Capital. I'm sorry, not Capital. Capital One is actually good. But Credit One Bank. They did this on purpose, by the way. Okay. Credit One. They wanted to make sure that the name sound like Capital One. That's on purpose. I'm telling you. Either way, Credit One Bank. Now, this is by far one of the worst credit cards that you want to have. Here's why. They charge for everything. You want a credit limit increase? There's going to be a fee. You want to add someone to the credit card as an authorized user to help them build credit? There's going to be a fee. If you say, you know what? I don't even want to use this credit card this month, there's going to be a non-usage fee. Did you know that? So again, this particular credit card, all of these fees, it doesn't make sense to have. And we're not even talking about the annual fee. Okay. So there's plenty of fees here that you're just wasting money. And here's the worst part. Watch this. When you have like a regular credit card, like, Capital One, Bank of America, Chase, whatever, and you get a credit limit increase, they just give you the increase. They say, hey, here's the credit limit increase. Credit One, let me extend that example out a little bit longer. So let's say, for example, Capital One wants to give you a $500 increase. They'll just give you a $500 increase. However, with Credit One, they'll only just give you $250. They'll give you a portion of what they really want to give you. They'll give you a portion. Okay. Now, why is that a big deal? Because remember, they're charging you a fee, and that fee is anywhere between $15 to $35 just to give you a higher credit limit. They're always charging fees. If you don't want to pay those fees, then you most definitely listen, you got to close the card. There's no way out of it. If you want to help someone build credit, even if you don't want to, I think the dumbest fee outside of the credit limit increase fee, because you can always say no to a credit limit increase, right? You're not forced into it. But one thing that is stupid, the dumbest fee I've ever seen was a non-usage fee. I can't believe they charge you a fee just by not using the credit card within 30 days. And just so you guys know, it's like a $10 fee. So this ain't like just none of. I've had clients. They're like, no, man, I don't even use this credit card. No, you got to use it because they're going to charge you if you don't. Okay. So that's how that works. Then you also have Mer Bank. It looks nice. The card looks nice, right? But Mer Bank is a credit card that you do not want to have longer than 90 days. Okay. Again, these credit cards have low limits. They have annual fees. They're going to charge you for a lot of different things. Okay. You can't even get authorized users on many of these credit cards. No cash back, no travel reward points. The list goes on. So why do people have these credit cards? Here's why. Because it feels good to be approved. It feels good to be approved, right? Everybody gets these credit cards. Listen, these credit cards, they sleep with everybody. Okay. So I'm just letting you know, don't feel special if you got these credit cards. Okay. But either way, I'm saying this to honestly say, listen, these credit cards have one job and one job only. What's that job? To help you build your credit. So listen, we better not see you with any of these credit cards that I just showed you and you're above 650, you're above 700. You're like, oh, well, they sent me something. Yeah, but you got to know what's worth your time. These are not worth your time if you're past that point. Now, if you're just now rebuilding your credit, coming out of bankruptcy, chapter 7, chapter 13, had a repossession, coming out the 300s, coming out the 400s, you're in the 500s, it makes sense. But those cards have to be graduating. They should be putting you in position to get a better credit card. And if they are not, that means either you're not using them right, okay? And if, again, I have that on another video, how to use your credit card the right way, but you could just put a small bill on the credit card under $100, under $50, and put the credit card on auto pay. So again, small bill, then auto pay. That's how you use the credit card. You don't do these crazy things that people are telling you to do. People are telling people, hey, go get some groceries. Now, can you get groceries? Yeah, but you might spend $200-$300 on groceries, and the limit's $300. Now you've maxed out the credit card, you dropped your credit score, and you thought you was doing everything the right way. No, don't do that. Some people say, hey, go get gas. That's cool, but what if it takes $80 to fill up your tank and you fill up once a week? Okay, so again, that's 80 times 4, right? And so now you're spending all of that money. All of that money you're spending. That's $320. You're maxing out the credit card just by getting gas. So again, the strategy has to make sense. These are the simple things that's holding your credit score back. These are the simple things. It's like, man, how come I can't get past these points? Because again, you should be rebuilt. You should be having better companies reaching out to you. Okay. So let's keep going. Also, Elite, I see y'all in the comments. Go ahead and put Elite inside of the chat here. By the way, some of you guys are trying to figure out what Elite is. Okay. All right. So let's figure that out. So here's the thing. The 850 Club Elite is my credit community. This is where you tell us what goal you're trying to accomplish, and we literally hold your hand until that goal is accomplished. Okay. Now, you may want to go into homeownership this year, next year, whatever. Buy rental property up to 4 units. Use your VA loan. Increase your credit score. Lower your car payment. Whatever you're looking to do, we can help you. Okay. Listen, this is one of our elite members here. Their credit score went up 43 points. You guys can see that's right there in June. Okay. You guys see right here, Marcus Edwards says, listen, just want to reach out to the community. If you haven't gotten a game plan from Calvin or his team, you need to. Why does he say that? Because he just got approved for American Express. This is just one of the cars he got approved for. It's not just about getting approved, guys. It's about making sure that we're maximizing our scores. Okay. Why are you paying higher interest on your auto loan when you don't have to? But no one's going to call you and tell you this. The dealership's not going to call you. The bank's not going to call you. Your cousin's not going to call you. Your pastor's not going to call you. No one's going to call you to help you lower your car payment. No one does that. Anyway, credit limit increases. And of course, welcoming people into the 700. You guys see that a 56-point increase? All of that is happening inside the 850 Club Elite. I'm going to put the link inside the chat if you guys are looking to accomplish your goals faster this year. Okay. Now, if you guys want to accomplish your credit goals, just subscribing to the channel is going to help you get there. However, if you want to accomplish your credit goals faster, then you most definitely want to be a part of the 850 Club Elite. You can scan that QR code right there on your phone, or you can go ahead and click the link inside of the chat. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into some questions. I know some people got some questions here. Elites, y'all know we're going to make sure you guys get your questions answered. Okay. Give me 1 second here so I can make this a little bit smaller. We still got it. We still telling Carl's story. Y'all see all them cars Carl's got? Y'all see all them cars? I know y'all see them. Listen, he wants to have a Turo business. This is where he buys vehicles, he rents them out, and he has that into an income stream. So again, this is someone that found us just like you all right here on YouTube and says, man, I need to increase my credit score so I can add more cars to the fleet. I want to learn more. Learn about business credit, things of that sort. Again, these are his goals, and we're helping him do that. All right. Either way, I did see a question in there from Dale. All right. What's going on, Devin? Appreciate you being here. It's been a while. Hope you've been well. Carla's in the house. Y'all know Carla lowered her car payment close to $100 a month. She's saving close to $100 a month just by refinancing her auto loan. I'm telling you, no one will tell you to do these things. Okay, I won't say no one, but there's a 98% chance no one's telling you to do these things. I'm telling you. Okay, so Mr. Miller says, what if there's some of your oldest cards? Very good question. So if your credit card, if you have any of those cards I just mentioned, and you're like, man, I've had these for X amount of time, I don't want to lose that age. I don't want to lose that history. I will say if you've had it longer than 18 months, like 2 years or more, you can keep it. Put it on auto pay. You're good to go. Because if you want to, I get it. You don't want to have something just lingering and it's not really benefiting you, but you also don't want to lose that age. Now, can we build 2 years back up? Yeah, we can. But if your car's like 5 years, 8 years, 10 years, then it's like, you may as well keep it. Okay. And just suck it up. But if you say, hey, you know what? I hear you, Calvin, but I'm going to go ahead and just cancel this. I'm going to go ahead and close this card out. No problem. I mean, it's not like, listen, your score is not going to drop from closing out this credit card. I want to be clear. Okay. So when people say that your credit score drops from closing accounts, they mean when that history falls off 7 years later. Okay. But you're not going to see an impact by closing out the credit card and swapping it out. Now, you won't get any more points from it. Okay. Because it's not reporting any more on-time payments. But that history, all of that history, is still going to be on your credit report. Okay. So keep that in mind. All right. Hope that answered the question. All right. We got Elite that's in the building. All right. Dale is in the building. Of course, Diane is here as well. All right. Perfect. Dale says about 3 or 4 years. Yeah. If you've had it for about 3 or 4 years, yeah, you could actually do either or. If you closed it and we wanted to get that time again, then yeah, you can. I mean, 3 or 4 years goes by like that. That's not horrible. But if you say, you know what, Calvin, I'm gonna keep it, it's not the end of the world for you. Because again, as long as you know, because see, the whole point of this video is to set your expectations on what you can get out of these credit cards. You can't get much out of them, to be honest. So knowing that, it's like, all right, the only reason why I would even consider it is if I've had it open for quite some time. But some of you all didn't know these things I mentioned today. And so it's like, oh man, I've had this card. Let me go ahead and close it. So no matter which way you want to go, that's what I would recommend for you. Okay. So it's the pros and cons. And so it's up to you on which route you want to end up going. All right. Was this information good? Yes or yes? Yes or yes. Okay. Listen, I know you all have credit goals that you're looking to accomplish. Okay. And you can do that within the 850 Club Elite. Also, don't forget, let me bring this back up. Don't forget my free webinar that I have going on right now. And that is how to maximize your credit score in 2025. Okay. I'm going to put that link down at the bottom. Instagram, you guys can comment the word credits and it will send you the link there. Okay. So you are good to go. And I put that link right there for you all. Okay. So again, that is a free event that we have coming up. And you can actually just see right then and there. You can jump right into it. Okay. Let me remove this so we can see this. All right. I did see something else. Give Me Cash says, Calvin, I just closed my Community Bank credit card. I had the card for 6 months. They would charge me 35% after 6 months. And I sent them $5,000. I got rid of that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because these cards, man, they don't be much at all. For real. Okay. Key is in the house. Appreciate you being here. All right. Ricky Smith says Elite is in the house like always. Appreciate you being here, sir. And watching from Facebook as well, too. All right. Listen, the Facebook community, they've been rocking with us since well before the YouTube community got started. Okay. But anyway, make sure you guys go ahead and save your seats for this event. Okay. Now, also, too, if you want us to help you, if you need help, okay, like I mentioned, this is the 850 Club Elite. So you have that as an option. Or if you want us to take a look at your credit report, okay, and create a custom game plan for you. So if you're like, man, I want to buy a house this year. Okay. Like if you have a goal to buy a house this year, put house inside the chat. Okay. If you want to buy a home this year, put that inside the chat. So if you're looking to go into homeownership this year, but you're not sure what the first step is, you're not sure if you qualify, that's where a game plan will come into play. Now you can also accomplish this inside the Elite and just keep asking questions as well, too. But to guarantee that you get there, okay, to at least guarantee that your score, your credit profile. Now, if your income, we can't help you make more money. We can't help you pay off no debts. We can help you consolidate them by giving you some options. But again, if you're truly trying to accomplish those goals this year, then we can look at your credit report and tell you exactly what you need to do step by step. Okay. It doesn't matter what your credit score is either. If you're in the 300s, the 400s, or the 500s, it doesn't matter what your credit score is. It doesn't matter if what state you live in. This is nationwide. If you are watching this right now or you're watching the replay, we can help you. I'm just letting you know the options are out there. Okay. So again, look at that. Carla says, I want to get this house. Listen, she will most definitely make it happen. Dale says, I want to get this house. Ricky says, I want to get this house. Right. So again, whatever that goal is, listen, you're not by yourself. A lot of times in this world, you may feel like you're by yourself if you have a goal you're looking to accomplish and you just don't want everybody in your business yet. Right. You're like, man, I want to buy a house, but I don't want to tell this person my credit score is bad. Or I want to tell this person I just had a repossession, whatever that is. You can tell us. We've seen it all. We won't judge you. We might laugh at. No, I'm kidding. But I'm just being honest, because sometimes it's a little bit of embarrassment. Sometimes it's a little bit of I don't want everybody in my business. Sometimes it's like, man, I just don't know. Listen, you don't know what you don't know. Okay. You don't know what you don't know. And let me show you guys this last piece real quick. Listen, I've been doing this for quite some time here, guys. Okay. And let me see here. Where is it at? 850. Give me a second, guys. This thing is like blocking my view here. All right. But either way, check this out. I'm going to show you guys something here that's pretty cool. Okay. Now this is just a sneak peek of all the people that we've helped over the years. Okay, guys, listen, this is just a sneak peek of some of the people that we helped over the years. Okay. So again, a lot of these people had goals. Okay. She wanted to listen. This is a person I went to high school with. She wanted to save her family building. There were family members in the building and they were not in position to save the property. We put her in position to save the property. She qualified for a VA loan and didn't know how to, not want to say use it, but she essentially, I'm sorry, let me take that back. She had access. She had access to a VA loan. All military personnel that have an honorable discharge or active duty military, you all have access to a VA loan. For those who don't know, a VA loan, a Veterans Administration loan, you get to put down $0 on a property. $0. Okay. Either way, we showed her, say, listen, you qualify for this loan. We put her in position. Okay. She had access to it. We made sure she qualified for it. Okay. And the list goes on. Again, it's not, even if it's not just getting a house, if it's getting rental property, if it's getting a car, this guy had a repossession 3 or 4 months before he started working with us and says, man, I've been told a lot of things that if I had his repossession, I will have to put a lot of money down to get the car. My interest rate's going to be high. My payments are going to be high. I said, well, if you follow these steps, I can show you how to get the car you want right again. Even though if I just had a repossession, yes, even if you had a previous repossession. Listen, banks are not looking for flawless credit profiles. People keep thinking that. They're not looking for flawlessness. Matter of fact, they make more money when people don't know. Think about it. Now, you can get declined. It's like, man, we can't even trust you. But they make the most money from people that just know a little bit. But if you know too much, they can't make no money off of you because you qualify for too much in most cases. Okay. Well, unless it's like interest rate based or things of that sort. But as you increase the credit score, the terms are better for your favor. Okay. So keep that in mind. Either way, cars are easy, man. Cars are easy. Okay. So again, no matter what your situation is, you most definitely can get that for sure. Like I said, out of state. Y'all see what this is? This is out of state. I don't know what area code is that? 864. Anybody from the 864 area code? 864, y'all in the house? Either way, this is somebody who watches the YouTube channel. He watches the YouTube channel. He said, listen, my wife and I want to buy a house. I need to get approved. What do I need to do, Calvin? Please tell me what I need to do. We looked at his credit report. We told him exactly what he needed to do. Here's the proof that what we do works. What we do works. What we do works. Another young man in his 20s, one of the youngest homeowners in the area for him. Okay. Matter of fact, he is the youngest homeowner like on his entire block. Okay. Either way, he's in his 20s, had access to a VA loan. See, many of you all have access. People are paying rent right now, and they have access to a Veterans Administration loan. Either way, we put him in position. He's now a homeowner. Matter of fact, he already sold this home. So listen, he sold this home and he got like $50,000 worth of equity. Crazy. Listen, another guy that watches us on YouTube wanted to go into homeownership. That was easy. Another homeowner. Listen, she didn't qualify for homeownership at all. She didn't qualify. I think her scores were in the high fours, 500, whatever it was. She says, listen, I got a good job. I make good money. I've been in my job for a while, but I keep getting denied for homeownership. Anybody tired of getting denied? Right? You got to be tired of getting denied. Either way, I told her exactly what she needed to do. She followed it step by step. Okay. We can do the same for you. Okay. We can do the same for you. I'm going to put those options inside the chat so you guys have it there. Okay. I'm just letting you know you're not by yourself. I'm letting you know that we have a strategy. I'm letting you know that we have proof that what we do works. Whatever your goal is, we can help you accomplish that. Okay. It's doable. It's doable. Okay. Look at this. It's doable. It's doable. Let me go back. It's doable. This young couple right here, they're landlords. Either way, I ain't gonna stretch this out longer than it needs to be. And then of course, you guys got the information you need. Let's go ahead. All right. Look, Mike A says, I'm a veteran. Listen, let's put that VA loan to work, sir. Listen, let me tell y'all something. In most cases, the VA not gonna call you and say, hey, have you used your VA loan yet? They won't do that. They won't do it. They can't help you with improving your credit scores. They don't know. And not in a bad way, right? They're not calling you. No one's going to call you before you go to the dealership and say, hey, let me show you how you can save some money. Let me show you how to get, whatever, right? No one's going to call you to do this stuff. This is why I'm telling you. And this is not just for you. If you or someone, if there's someone that you know that's looking to accomplish this goal, and you keep hearing them talking about it, but they just don't know what to do, that's where we come in. All right. So either way, YFN says, how do you set up a meeting? The best thing to do is to join the elite. I go live. I'm in there every Wednesday answering questions, but I answer questions every day. But we go live in the mornings. We have events. So I would say start off with the community, unless you want the game plan. Okay. So either way, you can get all of our options. I'm gonna put all of the options. Okay. There you go, Mike. Come on in here, Mike. Come on in here. So these are all the options here, the 850club.com, and that'll show you everything that you need to do. Okay. Again, the 850club.com, you can see all of our options there. All right. So here, I'm not trying to sell you guys on stuff. I'm just trying to let you know that this is more than a video. I'm going to keep telling you and educating you, but I'm going to also let you know that we can help you based on where you are right now. I wish somebody would have helped me. When I was working at the dealership, 70 to 80% of people that walk into a dealership can't get approved, and they have no idea why. I got tired of seeing that. That's why we started this company. Okay. That's why I want to help you. When you win, we win. All we do is help people win. That's all we do is help people win. But either way, we'll see you guys on the next video. All right. Have a good one. And Mike, looks like we're going to be seeing you inside the 850 Club Elite, sir.